The Prophet Muhammad said also in the hadith, he said, many men get nothing from their fast except hunger and thirst. Many people will get nothing from their fast except hunger and thirst, meaning that they will get no benefit out of it. Those who mess up their fast, those who cuss, those who run their mouth, those who gossip, those who listen to music, those who are watching things, whatever they're doing, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said that many will not get anything out of the fast except you just got hungry, you was thirsty. You didn't get the spiritual blessing out of it. You didn't get the barakah. You didn't get the rahmah. You didn't get the maghfirah. You didn't get the forgiveness. You didn't get none of that because you didn't do your fast in a proper fashion. Rasulullah said, wretched is the one who fasts but didn't get anything out of it except hunger and thirst. The Prophet said, 5 things will break your fast. 5 things will break your fast. Number 1, telling lies. Telling lies. There are 5 things that will break your fast. Number 1, telling lies. Number 2, backbiting. Okay? Some people have that bad. Backbiting. Okay? The Arabic word for backbiting is ghiba. Ghiba. Right? This is backbiting. Right? Even if it's true about that person, but you know that that person would not like for you to be saying these things about him or her. This is still called backbiting. If you're saying something about someone and it's not true, you're just throwing stuff out there. This is called namima. Not naima, but namima. Right? This is called slander. Okay? So ghiba is backbiting. Namima is slander. Slander could be something that you're just saying something because you want people to be to have a negative connotation about someone, right? I don't want you to like the sister, so I'm gonna tell you something negative about her. Hey, did you know that? And then she said, ooh. So now you guys are mad at each other. This is namima. A person who goes around, starts fires, he causes havoc, he starts slandering. Okay? So telling lies, backbiting, which is ghiba. The next one, tale bearing, which is namima. You're carrying tales. Tale bearing, perjury, false oath. And number 5, casting of coveting and lustful eyes. Right? So looking at things that you're not supposed to look at. Coveting and lusting after something. Ooh. Right? This is also something that can break your fast. Okay? So there's 5 things that can break your fast. Number 1, telling lies. Right? Just telling lies. For whatever reason, you're just lying. Right? You got to remember, one of the things that Rasulullah said, that the Muslim could be many things, but one of the things that we cannot be is a liar. One of the characteristics of a hypocrite is lying. The Prophet Muhammad said that the one who continues to lie, or one who is a liar, they will continue to lie until Allah will brand them as a liar. And they will be branded as a liar. And they will be able to do nothing but lie. Because Allah will curse that person for their lying. There's also another hadith where the Prophet Muhammad said that on the day of judgment, those who lie will be on the day of judgment with a pole sticking out of their anus with a flag on it so that everybody can see saying, liar. Okay, lying is very severe in Islam. We don't lie in this deen. You know what I'm saying? Keep it 100. Tell the truth. You ain't got to lie about nothing. Don't do nothing that you got to lie about. Okay? So, telling lies, backbiting, which is ghiba, tale bearing, which is namima, which is slander, going around telling tales, perjury, false oaths, and casting and coveting with lustful eyes. Casting and coveting with lustful eyes. So looking at things that you should look at with lust. These are the 5 things that can break your fast. Okay? As well as eating and drinking. The Prophet Muhammad said, whoever fasted with iman, right, and hoping for Allah's reward, then all of the sins will be forgiven. Then the Prophet Muhammad continued, if you avoid the kaba'ir. Again, the kaba'ir are the major sins. We'll write these down. If you avoid the kaba'ir are major sins. Sayyi'at is minor sins. Kaba'ir, major sins. Sayyi'at, minor sins. If you want to find out what are some of the major sins, there's a book, and inshallah you can download a PDF file. is called Kaba'ir. Okay? And inshallah, some of y'all should have it already. The name of the book is called Kaba'ir, right? Or Major Sins by Imam Zahabi. Imam Zahabi. Kaba'ir, or right, Major Sins, right? It's called Kaba'ir, or it's called Major Sins in English by Imam Zahabi. You can download it. There's 70 sins. Ibn Abbas and he said there's more like 70 major sins. There's like 70 major sins. If you want to read what those 70 major sins are, get the book Kaba'ir by Imam Zahabi. Inshallah, it's a very good book. Alhamdulillah. How do you deal with jahil and foolish people during Ramadan? How do you deal with jahil? How do you deal with ignorant people during the month of Ramadan? The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, fasting is a shield. So avoid sexual relations with your wife and don't act foolish, jahil, and be around foolish people. And if a man tries to fight you or abuses you, tell him twice, I am fasting. By him whose hand is my soul. The smell coming out of the mouth of a fasting person is better to Allah than the smell of musk. He leaves his food, drink, and desires for my sake. The fast is for me, so I will reward it, and the reward of good deeds is multiplied 10 times. Bukhari and Muslim. So again, when you're fasting, the Rasulullah said fasting is a shield. Avoid sexual relations with your wife. So from sun up to sundown, there is no sexual relations. It's a major sin to have sex during Ramadan. And the one who does it, you have to fast for 60 days straight. 2 months. So instead of 1 month, you got to do 2 months straight. Okay? So it said, don't act foolish during the month of Ramadan. Don't act foolish. Don't act ghetto. Right? Don't act ratchet. Right? And don't be around foolish people. During the month of Ramadan, you want to be around a bunch of fools, around a bunch of people cussing. Right? Around a bunch of people, smoking and drinking and doing all that. You're fasting. Don't go together. And if a man tries to fight you or abuse you, tell him twice, I'm fasting, I'm fasting. Okay? Then Allah said that all of the sins, all of the deeds that you do, they're for you, but during the month of Ramadan, the fast is for Allah, and it rewards it however He wishes. The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, whoever restrains his anger and he has the ability to act upon it will be called by Allah from the head of creation on the day of judgment, and Allah will give him a choice of the hud and aim that He wishes. So again, speaking about anger and controlling your anger, part of Ramadan is called Tazkiyat al-Nafs, or the mastering of your soul. Rasulullah said, it is not mastery, it's not power to overpower someone when you're angry, when you can do it. But to have power is that when you're angry, not to act on it. That you control your anger, you control your tongue, right? You control, your emotions. This is power. Okay, this is control. In chapter 3, verse 133 through 134, again, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said that the purpose of fasting is to gain taqwa. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is describing those who have taqwa in these ayats. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said that those who have taqwa are those who restrain their anger. Those who restrain their anger, and those who restrain their anger, Allah will give them maghfirah, which is forgiveness, and He'll give them the Jannah, which is paradise. Okay? So to restrain from anger is a form of taqwa. So if someone's mad and they yell at you, when they argue with you, you just, all right, okay. You don't bite. You don't act on it. You don't get emotional. You don't start yelling and cussing and all that other stuff. That's dysfunctional. All right? That's for someone who doesn't have knowledge. Islam is a religion of knowledge. When you have knowledge, you start applying that knowledge. You start acting differently. You get different outcomes in different situations. Inshallah. Also in another hadith, the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, Al-Mujahid, man jahada nafsihi lillah. So the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, the Mujahid, or the one who's a fighter on the battlefield, is the one who jihads against his nafs for the pleasure of Allah. This is a Mujahid. Okay? The mujahid is the one who perseveres and strives with his nafs for the pleasure of Allah. You control your nafs. You control what you say. You control your actions. You control your emotions. You don't move in haste. Right? This is a jihad. Right? This is a jihad of the nafs. Also, during the month of Ramadan, again, we're talking about how do we fast, what do we do, what are some of the blessings. One of the things that we should do during the month of Ramadan is make dua. Increase in making dua. Okay? And dua means to call out to Allah, to supplicate. As Rasulullah said, the one who makes dua during Ramadan, it will not be rejected. So making dua during the month of Ramadan, it will not be rejected, inshallah. So we should increase in our du'as during the month of Ramadan. Also during the month of Ramadan, we should read the Quran. Again, this is the month in which the Quran was revealed. So surely we want to read what it is that was revealed. Okay, we have a system that inshallah, if we read a section every day of the month during the month of Ramadan, you should finish the whole Quran. So a Muslim can boast that at least once a year we read the whole Quran. Whereas other religions, they don't even read their book. They don't even know what their book is. They don't know what chapters it is or what it even says. But as a Muslims, this is a religion of haqq. This is a religion of truth. This is a religion of bring me your proof. Right? This is not a lazy religion where we don't know what it is that we believe in. This is not a blind following religion. So we try to read the Quran. Also during this month, we try to read the hadith. Right? The hadith is learning about the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So when you read the hadith, you want to find out what he did. You want to find out about the people that was around him. You want to find out about the women that was around him, his wives. How did they act? How did they conduct themselves? We also want to read Sirah. Sirah is like the life of the Prophet Muhammad. So they got books called Sirah, which means the life of the Prophet Muhammad. So it goes through his childbirth, before he was born, what happened, and before he was a prophet, so forth, so on. So it's good to know Sirah and life of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. We should also try to read Tafsir. Again, as we just gave an example, when we read that one ayah when it says, and eat and drink until you see the white thread and the black thread. If you take it literal, we say, okay, I got to get a thread and whatnot. But Tafsir is explanation of the Quran by the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, because he is the only one that explained the Quran. We can't just read the Quran and say, well, I think it means this, so I'm going to metamorphosize it and do it like this and make it my way. Right? You have to find out what the Tafsir is. They have a books of Tafsir, explanation of the Quran and the verses. If you don't understand the verse, go to the Tafsir. The Tafsir is basically statements of the Prophet or statements of the Sahabas explaining what the ayats mean. So we should try to increase the Tafsir. We should try to attend classes during the month of Ramadan like we're doing now. Alhamdulillah, may Allah bless us and reward us with our intention of trying to gain knowledge during this time and increase us in the barakas and the blessings that come with it. We should also try to increase in dhikr. Right? Dhikr means reminder or remembrance. Subhanallah, alhamdulillah, la ilaha illallah, Allahu Akbar, la hawla wa la quwwata illa billah, or just saying la ilaha illallah, la ilaha illallah, la ilaha illallah, Muhammad Rasulullah, la ilaha illallah, Muhammad Rasulullah, la hawla wa la quwwata billah, subhanallah, alhamdulillah, astaghfirullah, all of that. Okay? Alhamdulillah. And we should also try to reflect on life. During this month of Ramadan, as we sit and humble ourselves and think about certain things, we should reflect upon where are we in life, where are we trying to go, and how can we get there. Right? This is what we should be doing during the month of Ramadan, reflecting. What is it that we need to correct? What is it that we need to reflect, correct? What is it that we need to change? All during this month of Ramadan. Inshallah. Also, during the month of Ramadan, we have what is called Iftar. Iftar means the breaking of the fast. Right? So the thing that we do before the fast called suhoor. This is the eating that we do before the commencing of the fast. That which breaks the fast, or that which we do after we finish fasting, this is called Iftar. Iftar is the breaking of the fast. The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, the straight path is to quickly take the Iftar. So you do not prolong the Iftar. When Maghrib comes in, it is the sunnah to hastily break your fast, right? When Maghrib comes in, we're like, okay, the 15 minutes later, then you eat. That's not the sunnah. He said the sunnah is to break the fast quickly and to prolong the suhoor. Okay, do that quickly, but try to make the suhoor as close to Fajr as possible. Okay, this is the sunnah. So it doesn't mean eat an hour before Fajr. It means pretty much like 15, 20 minutes before Fajr, get it in. That's better than to eat an hour before Fajr. Okay, so the iftar, you do it quickly. This is the straight path. And the iftar, you could break the fast with dates. This is the sunnah, water, or sweets. The iftar, or the breaking of the fast, is just the eating of the dates or the water at the time of the adhan. It doesn't mean you start eating the full course meal. You can do that after you make maghrib. Okay, the breaking of the fast is just to break the fast, following the sunnah. You're showing that the fast is over. Okay, break the fast, water, some dates, watermelon, some fruits, some sweets, some whatever, right? Real quick, and then you go make salat. Then we make maghrib. You don't sit there and eat pizza and have a full course meal, right? You do that after maghrib, inshallah. If you want to eat, that's after maghrib, inshallah. When you break the fast, when you do iftar, it's the sooner that you make dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. There's great reward with giving the food to the fasting person. The Prophet Muhammad said the one who feeds the fasting person at the time of breaking the fast, he gets the reward of his fast and the other person's fast. Okay? Also, it's the sunnah that before you break the fast to make dua, and that inshallah your dua will be ever heard. Okay, so whatever it is that you want to be blessed with, whatever it is that you want Allah to give you, inshallah, make dua at the time of breaking the fast. Before you eat, Allah, there's another dua, say, oh Allah, and you will believe. Oh Allah, and you will be fasting. And with you, oh Allah, with your provision, we break our fast. And the reward is certain, if you will. The thirst has been quenched, and the veins have been refilled. And surely the reward is certain, if you will. These are certain du'as that we can say, inshallah. But the main thing is, whatever dua you make before you break the fast is ever heard. Okay, so it doesn't have to be that dua. It could be anything. Oh Allah, bless me with taqwa. Oh Allah, bless me to be humble. Oh Allah, bless me to be submissive. Oh Allah, bless me to be modest. Oh Allah, bless me to be a mujahid. Oh Allah, bless me to be an alim. Bless me to have knowledge. Or whatever it is you want to ask for. Oh Allah, bless me with risk. Bless me with sustenance. Bless me with ease. Whatever it is you want to ask for it before you break the fast. So.